Alright Mark, 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left.
Okay, we're here at Watkins, Glen, and you may have if you've just joined, you've heard that there's 5 minutes left in qualifying. So looks like we're going to have around 13 cars or so. At the moment, I am qualified in 7th position, or 6th position. I'm about 8 hundredths quicker than Jeremy. So we've got, this may change a little bit right toward the end because everybody here is trying to push to try to get a little quicker. And so yeah, so this is a 3.4 mile racetrack located in New York. And let's see if I can do the blimp view. If you can look down upon it, this is the track. Over here is the main straightaway where you can see the grandstands there. Comes into the turns and then goes back through there. You can see over in that area there, that's what they call the boot because it resembles a boot. And it's to add a little bit more distance to the track. If we can do maybe chopper look, you can see the cars here in the pits, and that's the paddock, which is pretty open at the moment. Maybe we do a rear chase. Here's the big data in action. Merceds-AMG race car, number 92, and let's see if we can do maybe scenic. So this is turn number 1. So these are the cars coming into turn number 1. So you can see they really push it over here to the edge. The guys will get closer and closer to this white here. This is the main straightaway right in front of the grandstands and the start-finish line. So you can see the cars working through that, back through to the pit area. Let's see if I can pick window number, or TV number 1, TV number 2. That's just exiting the pits, and TV number 3. That's kind of a downward view of pit lane and the main straight. Chase, no, that's scenic is probably the best. So we have just under 2 minutes before they'll throw the checkered flag, and
just 2 minutes left, 2 minutes to go.
And we'll get going here at our race at Watkins Glen. Qualifying will finish at 9:30, which is about a minute and a half or so, and then just about a minute or so after that we'll start, and it will be a 20-minute sprint race. And so I really enjoy the Watkins Glen track. Alex and I actually finished on the podium here in 2019 as part of the SRO Pro Series. We finished in 2nd place at that race. That was a GT3 Americas race, and so it's kind of fun. So let's see where we stand here. I'm still holding on to 6th place as the time winds down. Looks like Alex is going to start in 2nd place. So the first row will be Nikki Hayes and Alex. 2nd row will be Krim and Pierre. And then the 3rd row will be Joseph Smith and myself. And then we've got the remaining cars. So we have
you cost me that lap.
A good group here. So should be fun. It's been a while since we've been able to do this. We were going to do it last week, but Alex had a technical problem with his headset, and so he had to order a new headset, and so that delayed us doing the race. So yeah. So if you ever do get a chance to see a race at Watkins Glen, it's a great track for watching races as well as being in them. There's a lot of elevation changes. There's a park that's around it, and so it's quite pleasant to to visit. And they also do a lot of training classes and schools of high performance driving and racing classes and things at Watkins Glen. In fact, I think George Ryan, who is usually watching the races, I think he may have actually done a school here and gotten a big taste of getting behind a race car at Watkins Glen. So it's definitely a nice track. And it's a little different than, and for those who tuned in a few weeks ago for the Nürburgring, we had a couple of weeks in a row of driving the Nürburgring, which is 12 miles long and 150 turns, and each lap is like 7 minutes long. Very, very, very different experience here at Watkins Glen. Watkins Glen is a nice 3.4 mile track, so the laps are about a minute, minute and 45 to 50 seconds. And there's some really nice elevation changes and rolling hills. So the start of this race is going to be interesting because when they start the race, we'll be coming down the front straightaway, and there's a really high speed right-hand turn that goes up the hill, and then it's followed by a really high-speed left-hand turn, and then a straightaway going into what's called a bus stop, which to slow everybody down. And it's really easy to get caught up in those things and have issues. And so the goal for us as we get started with this race is to just keep it clean. Even if I lose a few positions at the start, I'm really not going to push it because getting into that high speed right, left, right combination, you can really get caught up. And there's been a lot of accidents and things on starts right in that area. So you may notice that when we're starting, I'm going to try not to be as aggressive, although when the adrenaline kicks in, all bets are off. But I'm going to try not to be aggressive and kind of just let it happen, and then really focus on getting clean through there. So we're going to get started here in just a few seconds. And again, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in.
That's the end of the session, B6.
So we are. Looks like Alex is having some networking problems, but we are getting ready to go here. So we're going to jump onto the grid. Everyone is racing the exact same setup car, all of the same configurations, everything's set the same, which is nice in some regards because then you know that you're driving a car that's exactly configured the same way as everyone else. The only downside to it is that sometimes it means that the car doesn't respond the way you'd like it to respond if you could kind of set it up yourself. So it looks like Alex may have dropped off the network, which means he's not going to be here. Hopefully he can get his issue sorted out and get on quickly, because it'd be a shame to start the race without him and have him have to start from the back and catch us all. So it looks like you can see inside the car, there's the fire suppression system, and we've got a standing crowd over here on the left-hand side. We are standing on the front, and I think we're going to do a standing start, so it should be interesting.
The track temp is 68 Fahrenheit, P6. Okay, Mark, stay calm, focus. Green, green, green. 20 minutes remaining, you've got 20 minutes left.
On your right. Hold your line, clear right.
Start's okay, let's get stuck in.
Old tires.
Car left. Hold your line, clear left, left side. Car left. Clear left. Car right. Clear right. Car right. Hold your line. Still there. Hold your line. Clear right.
Seventh position.
Now we have our work cut out for us. We've got well, nowhere to go but up.
The leader has just done a 146, like 1.6. Winning quali pace every lap now, mate. There might still be chances here. Is now 1.3 seconds. Minutes remaining, 15 minutes to go.
Left side. Clear left.
Ah, come on, David. Catch Vanek.
P9. You're pulling away. The gap behind is now 1.8.
The next one.
P8. Your lap time was at 1:48.12.
So now I need some other folks to make some mistakes. Because I can't make up 9 seconds in 5 laps or whatever we have left. So.
Has increased to 6.5 seconds. You've just done a 1:48.21. Is now 8.8. 10 minutes remaining, 10 minutes. Okay, Mark, that's half distance. Fuel levels are fine. Yellow flag. 1.7. Behind is reeling you in. The gap is now 14 seconds. Remaining, 5 minutes left. That's half fuel. You've used half your fuel. Now 15 seconds. 148.94. To go, 2 minutes.
Okay, this is going to be our last lap. We'll get the white flag and then 1 lap to go.
P7. Of fuel remaining.
That's the white flag. 1 lap to go. 1 lap to go.
White flag, last lap. Sector 2 is 0.48 off the pace. minutes left. 2 minutes.
There's not 2 minutes left. We're coming up to the checker flag. Boom.
P7. That's the end of the race. We'll get him next time.
All right, everyone. Well, that is a sprint race at the famous Watkins Glen, otherwise referred to as the Glen, in northern New York. Appreciate you tuning in, and I'll keep you posted on when